Chosen ones, you better be prepared because you will become a millionaire overnight. Feel the magnitude of these words reverberate through your bones, demanding that you wake up from the lull of everyday struggle. This is no gentle whisper. It's a battle cry, a declaration that your destiny is not merely to get by, but to break every mold and ascend to heights you once feared were out of reach. If you sense that spark of urgency fluttering in your chest, you already know you've been called. The stage is set, the winds of fortune are shifting, and you, dear chosen one, stand at the center of it all. Throw off your doubts, sharpen your resolve. Brace yourself for the moment when life catapults you into abundance so great it can hardly be contained. If you feel the hum of possibility vibrating through your spirit, like this video, subscribe and comment 77 foot below to signal you're ready for this extraordinary leap. Chapter 1. The Stirring Beneath the Surface. It starts as a subtle feeling in the pit of your stomach, a kind of restlessness that refuses to fade no matter how much you try to ignore it. Late at night, when your mind drifts and the distractions of the day settle, there it is, a whisper telling you that your life is about to change in ways you can't fully comprehend. This stirring beneath the surface isn't mere daydreaming. It's the first pulse of a monumental shift. Even if logic tries to bury it under skepticism, your heart knows better. You see glimpses of it in everyday moments, like flashes of lightning across a dark sky. A random conversation about an investment opportunity sparks a new idea. A news headline about sudden fortune's gain resonates with you more than it should. Every sign seems to point to one undeniable truth. Your season of scarcity is crumbling, and you're on the verge of an explosive transformation. You, dear chosen one, are not here to merely survive. You were born to thrive, to step out of the shadows and seize the kind of success that inspires all. Many might scoff at the notion of becoming a millionaire overnight. They'll dismiss it as pipe dreams or luck. But deep down, you recognize that this stirring is too persistent to be mere fantasy. It's a call to prepare yourself on every level: mental, emotional, and even spiritual. Before the world sees your meteoric rise, you must be strong enough to handle the force of it. The doubts that creep in aren't there to break you. They're there to test your resolve, to shape you into someone capable of wielding sudden abundance without losing your soul in the process. You're not alone in feeling this shift. Others like you, the chosen ones scattered across the planet, are experiencing the same undercurrent of urgency. It's as if the universe has synchronized all who are ready, aligning them with opportunities that will elevate their lives to unthinkable levels. The question is, will you answer this call or shy away from it? The stirring beneath the surface demands you open your eyes to the possibility that the world can flip on its head in an instant, and you'll need to be poised for the moment it does. Chapter 2. A door swings open in the dark. There's a door in your life, one you've walked past countless times without giving it a second glance. It stands quietly in the shadows, unremarkable until this very moment, when it begins to glow with the promise of something you dare not imagine. You sense the energy emanating from behind it, as though your own destiny is beckoning you forward. The question isn't whether the door will open, it's whether you have the courage to step through. Once, you might have waited for validation from the world before taking such a leap. Perhaps you wanted a mentor to give you the green light, or a stack of evidence to prove it was worth your time. But now you feel the edges of your old life fraying, the illusions of limitation peeling away. Your heart pounds every time you dare to picture yourself with the resources to make a real difference. Not just in your own life, but in the lives of those you care about. A voice inside you growls, "Don't hesitate. The door won't wait forever." In the silence of the night, you can almost hear the creak of the handle turning. Opportunity never shows up at a convenient time. It often arrives disguised as chaos or risk. That's when others flee. But not you, dear chosen one. You've caught glimpses of how drastically one's world can shift overnight. You've seen stories of people who were average one day and unstoppable the next. While cynics call it luck, you feel something grander at work, like a cosmic hand guiding certain individuals toward the threshold of boundless possibility. As you stand before this door, doubt tugs at your sleeve. Are you truly prepared? Do you have what it takes to handle the weight of such rapid success? Can you stay grounded while everything around you transforms? Whether you believe in your own power enough to act on it, wealth is a tool, neither good nor evil, waiting for the intention of its wielder. If you harness it with clear, unwavering conviction, it can be a vessel for immense good. But if your heart wavers, if you doubt your right to wield such influence, it can unravel faster than it arrived. This is the burden of greatness, to remain steadfast in who you are, even as life catapults you into realms you once only dared to dream of. So let this cloak of responsibility settle upon you. It might feel daunting, but it is also your armor. Each morning you'll rise with a renewed sense of purpose, a vow to multiply what you have in ways that echo far beyond your personal gain. Embrace this burden with a warrior spirit, knowing that true success is measured not just by how high you climb, but by how many others you inspire to climb alongside you. Chapter 5. The Turmoil of Quick Change. When fortune arrives in a flash, everything you've known is tossed into a whirlwind of abrupt transformations. Routines fracture, relationships shift, and your mental landscape quakes under the intensity of change. You might wake up one morning feeling powerful and unstoppable, and by nightfall, you question whether you're worthy of any of this at all. Such turmoil is inevitable for a chosen one, especially when life flips from meager to massive in the blink of an eye. You may find your emotions vacillating between euphoria and anxiety. On one hand, a door of freedom swings wide open. You can explore passions you never had time for or resources to pursue. You can extend a helping hand to those who once stood by you when you had nothing. On the other hand, 1,000 new questions flood your mind. Which path do you choose first? Who do you trust with your finances, your vision, or even your inner circle? Can you genuinely handle this expansion without losing your grounding? It's normal to feel overwhelmed. This seismic shift tests not only your ability to manage external opportunities, but also your capacity for inner growth. You may need to redefine your daily practices, how you rest, how you create, how you speak to yourself and others. In the swirl of excitement, don't neglect the quiet spaces of reflection. This is where you gather your thoughts, where you anchor the swirling energy into something stable. If you allow every external voice to dictate your next move, you risk being swept away by a current you can't control. The key to surviving the turmoil is recognizing that chaos can be a precursor to brilliance. It shakes loose the parts of you that no longer serve your expanded life, making room for strengths you never realized you possessed. This is your moment to refine your character under the pressure of rapid growth. Just as a diamond is formed by intense heat and force, your persona is polished by the sudden demands of this new reality. Ride the wave of change with trust, not fear. Trust that you were meant for this. Trust that your spirit can adapt. And trust that the universe has aligned these circumstances for a reason that extends far beyond random chance. Each day, reaffirm your commitment to becoming the person who can handle such blessings. In doing so, you harness the storm rather than letting it tear you apart. The turmoil becomes a stepping stone, part of the epic saga of your rise, and each turbulent moment draws you closer to the unwavering center of your own strength. Chapter 6. The Test of Generosity and Purpose. Sudden wealth brings with it a crucial test, a chance to reveal the depth of your character and the conviction behind your dreams. It's easy to say you'll do good when you have more resources. It's another matter entirely when the bank account surges, the pressure mounts, and the world watches your every move. In that moment, your generosity becomes both a mirror and a gateway. It reflects who you've always been and unlocks who you're destined to become. For the chosen ones, this test arrives unexpectedly but unmistakably. You might feel an overpowering urge to give back, to share your fortune in ways that spark hope and possibility for others. Yet a voice in the back of your mind warns you, don't lose it all. Don't let yourself be taken advantage of. These warring impulses must be balanced. Wisdom guiding your heart, compassion guiding your decisions. Generosity isn't just about money. It's about using whatever resources you have, time, energy, talent, to accelerate the awakening of those around you. As you navigate this challenge, be prepared for how it changes you. Perhaps you'll sense a rush of fulfillment as you see lives improving because of your support. Or maybe you wrestle with doubt when acquaintances come out of the woodwork, each with their own tale of need. This is where a clear sense of purpose becomes your anchor. Why do you do what you do? What values drive your vision for a better world? The more defined your purpose, the easier it is to discern genuine requests from manipulative pleas. The test of generosity and purpose often reveals a surprising truth. No matter how much you give away, your well of abundance continues to overflow. When your actions align with your higher calling, far from losing your wealth, you expand it in ways that can't always be measured in currency. A ripple effect takes hold. Acts of kindness spark further acts of kindness. Before long, you realize that the real gift wasn't the money itself, but the transformation it enabled, in you and in the people who felt the impact of your open heart. Remain humble in the face of gratitude. Let each thank you serve as a reminder that you're merely a conduit for something much larger than yourself. Being chosen for overnight success comes with an unspoken agreement to elevate not just your own life, but the collective consciousness of everyone you touch. In embracing generosity and purpose, you fortify your bond with the very forces that catapulted you to this moment. And as each day dawns, you'll find that the reward lies not just in material comfort, but in the vast renewing joy of truly living your mission. Yet consider, too, how your actions ripple through entire ecosystems you might never see. A scholarship you fund could inspire the next great innovator, who in turn transforms countless lives with fresh ideas. A small business you support might serve as an anchor in its community, creating stability and opportunity where neither existed before. These impacts, though they may start as mere sparks, can kindle entire bonfires of social change. In watching these flames catch and spread, you'll understand that generosity is a living force, a power that transcends any single transaction or gesture. Over time, the line between giving and receiving blurs in the most beautiful way. The lives you touch inevitably circle back, infusing you with renewed hope, wisdom, and camaraderie. A stranger you once helped may become your strongest ally. A cause you champion might unexpectedly reveal a new passion or calling within you. This cycle of mutual uplift becomes the heartbeat of your journey, reminding you that real wealth is measured in purpose, realized, dreams ignited, and souls awakened to their own potential. In this sense, the test of generosity offers not just an opportunity for benevolence, but a gateway to an ever-deepening bond with life itself. Chapter 7. Stepping into the legend. Eventually, the shock and exhilaration of overnight abundance begin to settle, leaving you in a new world of your own creation. You look around and see evidence of your metamorphosis, a fuller life, a bolder spirit, a circle of allies who share your vision. Yet you also sense something else stirring, a hum beneath the surface, reminding you that this journey is far from over. Wealth was only the first door. Now that you've walked through it, an entire kingdom of possibility spreads out before you. This is your moment to step into the legend you were always meant to become. The trials you faced, rapid change, the burden of responsibility, the test of generosity, have forged you into a figure who stands poised at the edge of even greater horizons. You realize that money alone doesn't define greatness. It's the catalyst for a deeper purpose that transcends the material world. You are a chosen one, and your presence echoes like a drum through the lives of everyone you encounter. No matter what you do next, start a movement, build a legacy, or travel the globe sharing your gifts, you sense an invisible hand guiding you toward outcomes that dazzle the imagination. Abundance, once a distant dream, has now become your baseline. Fear may attempt to come back, whispering caution in your ear whenever you venture too far from your comfort zone. But you've already proven you can meet fear with determination, transforming it into pure creative fire. So you stand at this new frontier, wealthy in every sense of the word. A million choices stretch out in front of you, each one capable of expanding your legacy. The world shifts, the cosmos ripples, and you remain at the center of it all. No longer guessing if you have what it takes, but embodying the certainty that yes, you do. The further you journey, The more you'll discover that becoming a millionaire overnight was merely the prologue to a story that's still being written, page by luminous page. And yet, even as you begin to explore these new horizons, a profound shift takes place in how you perceive your resources. You see that true riches extend far beyond your bank account, encompassing the relationships you foster, the ideas you spark, and the hope you ignite in others. In quiet moments, you marvel at the intangible assets you've cultivated: confidence, courage, and compassion, tools that let you navigate the world with grace. These are treasures that can't be taxed or measured, only multiplied by sharing them. Unexpectedly, you find yourself evolving into a guide for others teetering on the brink of their own destiny. Your story becomes proof that limitations can dissolve in an instant, that new opportunities can manifest at the speed of revelation. When people ask you the secret to your success, you smile, because you know it's not about luck or secret formulas. It's about heeding that inner call and trusting it enough to leap into the unknown. This quiet but resolute faith attracts fellow travelers on the path, innovators, dreamers, and everyday heroes who resonate with your unstoppable energy. Before long, your sphere of influence expands in ways you never anticipated. You find yourself uplifting not just your closest allies, but also strangers whose lives briefly intersect with your own. Sometimes a kind word or a simple gesture becomes the catalyst for their own transformation. And in bearing witness to these miracles, large or small, you glean an unspoken promise that every act of generosity returns 1,000-fold, knitting together a future richer than any bank balance could ever imply. At last, as you face the mirror of your own legend, you understand that each new day invites you to push the boundaries of what's possible. Horizons once shrouded by doubt now shimmer with beckoning light. Your wealth, both tangible and intangible, acts as a compass, guiding you toward endeavors that blaze with meaning. The legacy you leave behind will be shaped by the sparks you fan into flame, sparks that reside in the hearts of those who dare to believe their greatest potential is just a single courageous step. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your support. Helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.